Okay, let's dive into this. What if I told you that pretty much everything we've been taught about achieving our goals is kind of backward? We're about to unpack a really powerful and honestly a super counterintuitive strategy for success. No, seriously, let that question sink in for a second. We're all taught to chase victory, right? To hustle harder, add more to our plates. But what if that's the very thing that's holding us back? What if there's a totally different way to get where you want to go? Yeah, and this leads us straight into what you could call the success trap. It's our default setting, you know? We're always trying to add stuff, new habits, more books, waking up even earlier. But this constant chase for more, well, it has a huge, massive blind spot. It's like we're so busy trying to build this skyscraper of success, right? But we completely ignore the fact that the foundation is, well, it's shaky. We just don't see the predictable, really specific, and honestly deeply personal ways we sabotage ourselves day in and day out. We're trying to outrun our own problems instead of just, turning around and fixing them. Okay, so here's the core idea, the real game changer. Failure, it's not random. It's not just a string of bad luck. For every single one of us, it's a pattern. It's like a personal blueprint that runs completely on autopilot, a system that our own mind has gotten really good at running over the years. And look, these aren't just some abstract words on a screen. These are our personal shadows. For some of us, it's that ego that just refuses to take feedback. For others, it's that constant nagging pull of distraction. Or maybe, just maybe, it's that addiction to getting validation online instead of making real, tangible progress. We all have our own special cocktail of these self-sabotaging habits. And this is such a powerful idea to grasp. Our failures, they aren't conscious choices. You don't wake up and decide to procrastinate, right? It just happens. That's because your mind has this super highway to failure, and it's going to take that road automatically every single time, unless you actively step in and block it. Okay, so if the old way is broken, what's the alternative? Well, it's time to introduce a much smarter approach, the fear-based strategy. And hey, don't let the name fool you. This isn't about being scared, it's about being incredibly smart. This whole strategy is actually grounded in a really cool old principle called via negativa. It's just Latin for the negative way, but the concept is brilliant. It's all about improvement through subtraction. Think about it. You don't get healthy by adding a salad to a pile of junk food. You get healthy by removing the junk food. You get focused by removing the distractions, and you get the idea. You become successful by removing the paths to failure. This right here, this is the crucial shift in thinking. The old way is all about winning, adding habits, setting big, shiny goals. The new way? It's simply about not losing. It's about taking bad habits off the table and knowing exactly where you're going to trip up before you even start walking. And this is really the heart of it all. Stop just hoping for success. Stop chasing it like it's some distant thing. Instead, become an architect. Your job is to build a system, an environment around yourself that literally, methodically, blocks off your own personal roads to failure until success is the only path left. Okay, I get it. This all sounds great in theory, right? But how do you actually do it? So let's get super practical. Let's talk about how you can actually become that architect and design your own failure-proof system. It really just boils down to 3 simple steps. Okay, step 1, you have to get brutally honest with yourself and identify your specific failure modes. Actually write them down. Step 2, define your prevention rules. Simple if-then rules are amazing for this. Like, if I find myself scrolling social media before I do my deep work, then my phone goes into another room for an hour. And finally, step 3, automate your defenses. Use apps, change your environment, do whatever it takes so you don't have to rely on willpower, because willpower always runs out. And here's the beautiful thing that happens when you do this. Progress is no longer this constant, painful, uphill battle. You're not forcing it every single day. When you systematically block off all the ways you can self-sabotage, progress just becomes automatic. It becomes the default. It actually becomes the path of least resistance. Which perfectly illustrates the final, most important point. Those shadows we talked about, your ego, your procrastination, those are your failure modes. When you eliminate them one by one, success has nowhere else to go. It finds you. You see, success isn't something you have to add. It's something you uncover. It was there all along. So I'm going to leave you with this one question. Forget about the grand 10-year plan for just a minute. Right now, based on everything we just talked about, what is the one recurring failure, that one shadow habit that you can build a system to eliminate starting today? Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. When you truly, deeply understand how you fail, that's when you gain the power to control your future.